My name's Robert Lynn Green Sr. Well, for us, it was supposed to be a normal hurricane, but to actually wake up in the morning and have my brother tell us we have water in the house, and I didn't know how to swim. My brother Jonathan probably did, but swimming with three babies, my mother who was 73, my cousin Hyman who was 60, would have been a hard ordeal. And now we on top of the roof, and our house lifted off its foundation and started floating up the middle of the street. But we ran into a debris pile and our house started to break up underneath our feet. So the only thing that we could do was get on the roof of another house. And I put my granddaughter, Shanae, on the roof first, turned around, and Shanae disappeared. My brother said she fell in the water. The water was completely black, 25 feet rushing. Now it's my mother's turn to step onto the roof of the house, and her Parkinson kicked in. She shook out of our hands and fell into the water. We were able to grab her hands, but the current pulled her under the first time, and the current pulled her under a second time. We were still able to hold on to her when the current pulled her under the third time, but this time when we pulled her up, she wasn't breathing. So as the hurricane winds came, we made a human chain, everybody holding on to everybody else. In the distance, you saw a boat, neighbors rescuing people out of trees, rescuing people off the barge. And then when he got close to me, he said, "Rob, I see you." I sat down and was able to realize what we had been through, to realize that my granddaughter was gone, realize that my mother was dead, and realize now we were in survival mode.
I'm Nikesha Napoleon, and we're actually sitting on my mother's porch. At the time, we didn't know that we had lost, my uncle James in the storm, which his body was found in, I want to say January or February. We didn't know any of that. But we just know that he was missing. We just knew family members were missing. But we also knew on this particular day was just coming in and just seeing like everything gone. And to see pictures on the ground when you see your grandmother and you don't have those pictures anymore. And so they're just marked by just all kind of water damage. And you're just like, man, I'm going to rebuild. In 2015, my mom still did not recover. The contractor stole, over 50% of the money. Coming back to our home often is bittersweet because we know how my mom loved our home. My mom, growing up, you better have that bed made. That floor better be swept. And it was always pristine. But now to see the home and you see it just crumbling, I call it now a house of horror. From 2005 into now, this has actually been a living horror for us.
Man, I feel like in New Orleans, we feel with like recovery. That's how music was created. It's always recovery music, pain music. We needed something to make us smile, give us joy. So I say, it's just the beating heart of the city.
For me, it's kind of exhilarating. And then when I say exhilarating, to see a new house built, that means a new family built. To see the school buses that come through this neighborhood bringing kids home from school, that means that there are families that are coming back. And if we give up hope here, everybody that experiences a disaster is going to give up hope there. So for me, this shows the resilience of not just us, but it shows the resilience of people. It shows the resilience of this country because no matter what, we're going to live with the disasters that are happening. And either you're going to fall to your knees and throw your hands up and give up, or you're going to stand up and fight to retain what you had.